gonna end up mounting it right here. Let's get to it. Here's what you need to get this mounted. So you need a drill, 1/4 inch drill bit, smaller bit for your pilot holes, 7/16 inch socket and wrench set. You need this thread locker and your marine adhesive. One thing that may help you get this installed a little easier is just taking this off the base plate. Another helpful hint, don't lose these. Voila! Next step. Okay, your next step is to figure out where on the side or bottom of your boat, if it's wide enough. Mine's got a 48-inch bottom, and that fits the handle, everything folded up just perfect. So if you wanted to mount it on the bottom, that would keep everything out of the way, except this. This is the only part that's going to be sticking up. Once you get that figured and all leveled out, punch your pilot hole, and then you're going to need a 1/4 inch drill bit to fit the size of the bolt through. Or after you've punched your holes, be sure and run your bolts through it. Just to make sure you've got a good fit. Just like that. Okay. After that, you're all sized up, got your holes punched. Now we're going to bolt it on. So this is where, one, your Loctite's going to come in, and two, your sealant. Don't skimp on this. You just punch 4 holes in the side of your boat. I think this tube cost 15 bucks from Home Depot. But you just punch 4 holes in the side of your boat. You want something permanent that's not going to let water in. Common sense. Okay, so step 1 is going to be running your bolts back through your holes. Now just barely start them. Don't cinch them down yet. Okay, so this is now on the exterior part of the boat. Push your bolt back out. You just want to run a nice big bead of your sealant around your bolts. Don't matter if it gets too messy, because it probably will. It's not gonna look pretty. Okay, once you're done there, we can move back to the inside. Okay, so I've pushed my bolts back through, removed the plate, and I'm just going to run another gob of sealant around these. Just like so. Okay. So now we've sealed the outside and the inside. Go ahead, take your plate, slide it back on, washers go on, flat washer, lock washer, nut. Then what you're going to want to do, take your Loctite. This is just the blue stuff. Just put a dab of that on there. Now, we can run these down. Start getting them all cinched up. Okay. Everything's cinched up tight. Yeah, so we've got sealant oozing out the edges here. We've got a good seal on everything. No water should be coming through the holes in this. Now, all we have left to do, put our bar back on. So you can change this a few different ways. You can run it so the handle's laying flat in the bottom of your boat, which is how I will run it. Only difference is you've got to grab it like this, or like this when you're running it. Or you could run it so it's a straight up T, and you can run it just with a nice grip like that. So, all we gotta do punch that in, throw our washers on, snug her up just a hair. So this still moves up and down just fine. Okay, the cool thing about this handle is it's laying in the bottom of my boat right now. And all I want to do when I want to run it, or when I'm running at my spot, lift it up, pick which angle you want to run at. I'm going to work at this one. Line your bolt up, pop her through, and throw your nut back on. There's a couple different things you could do here. If you want, and I will probably do something like this, go to Home Depot, or when you're picking up supplies, and pick yourself up a 1/4 inch pin. That way, instead of having to, you know, pull a nut every time to put it up and down, every time you want to run it. So you could buy a pin there. You could also buy a pin for this one. This is the one that lets you adjust the height. Right here. Okay? And I'm gonna get up here and show you kind of how this thing works and how cool it really is. I don't have my motor on yet, but I installed it where I'm gonna be comfortable running with it. Now when I stand up, it's a little short for me. The cool thing about this T-bar and the double bar, both of them do this, is you can pull this bolt out right here. You can pull it up to a comfortable running height. If I want, let's go with right here. Pop that bolt in. Now I'm at a comfortable running height. So running the motor, yippee-ki-yay, I've got something that can hold me in. It's not going to come off. It's steel, it's powder coated, it's not going to rust. The only two things that can make it a little bit easier for you is get the 2 pins, so you're not having to adjust it if you're wanting to make on-the-fly adjustments. You don't have to undo a bolt, nut, all that fun stuff. And then I am probably going to take some of that camo fabric tape. Get it at Cabela's, Sportsman's Warehouse, Shields has it. I will put a link in the description for everything. And I'm going to wrap the handle in that. Anyway, season starts here in a week here in Utah, so I'm getting excited. I was going to go out and scout, couldn't find the time. Yeah, we'll catch you guys next week. We're going to be cranking out the videos now. Got stuff to do. How high will this thing go? So you can even run this if you're a giant.